She speaks in silence, loves in mystery, and leaves without a trace. Welcome, Sigma ladies, to another deep dive into the mind of the woman who walks her own path, the Sigma female. She is unreadable, untamed, and unshaken by expectations. She exists in a space where independence is her power and mystery is her shield. While many try to understand her, few truly grasp the depth of her complexity. Today, we're uncovering 8 secrets a Sigma female will never tell her man, not because she's playing games, but because some truths are best left unsaid. If you're ready to unlock the unseen layers of the Sigma mind, make sure you subscribe to The Sigma Lady, where we reveal what others fail to see. She might seem unshakable, but the truth is, she often fights her battles alone. A Sigma female has mastered the art of emotional independence, and that means she rarely, if ever, leans on someone else when she's struggling. It's not that she doesn't trust her partner, it's that she has trained herself to be her own anchor. She won't tell you when she's overwhelmed, anxious, or emotionally drained. She processes pain in silence, figuring out solutions on her own rather than venting about her problems. This isn't because she wants to push people away, but because she values resilience over sympathy. Many men assume she simply doesn't experience emotional struggles, but that's far from the truth. She feels everything deeply. She just refuses to let it consume her or define her interactions. While others may need constant reassurance or validation, she finds peace in solitude, using it to heal and rebuild herself without external influence. A partner who doesn't understand this might mistake her silence for distance, but a partner who truly sees her will recognize that when she withdraws, it's not rejection, it's recovery. She won't explain this, and she won't ask for comfort, but she will always appreciate the man who gives her space without questioning her need for it. A Sigma female doesn't need a knight in shining armor. She isn't looking for a savior, she's looking for an equal. This is something she will never say directly, because she wants her partner to understand it without being told. Unlike many who dream of grand gestures and heroic rescues, she finds attraction in strength, intelligence, and independence. She won't tolerate a relationship where she has to play the role of the fragile damsel, nor will she accept a dynamic where she's expected to be the caretaker for an emotionally dependent partner. She believes that love should be built on mutual growth, not rescue missions. If a man tries to control her, protect her excessively, or assume she needs to be saved from herself, she will quietly detach. She won't fight to explain why this doesn't work for her. She will simply leave. She desires a relationship where both partners stand strong on their own, yet choose to stand together. If a man can't match her self-sufficiency, he won't last in her world. She can love someone and still walk away if the relationship no longer aligns with her growth. While others stay out of fear, comfort, or obligation, she does not hesitate to leave if something no longer serves her. She won't announce it. She won't argue about it. She will just be gone. Most people believe that love should be unconditional, but a Sigma female sees it differently. Love, to her, should never come at the cost of her freedom, self-respect, or mental peace. If she feels trapped, disrespected, or undervalued, she will remove herself from the situation without looking back. This is a truth she keeps hidden because most people wouldn't understand it. Society expects women to fight for their relationships, to compromise, to endure. A Sigma female does not subscribe to this narrative. She will fight for a relationship that is worth it. But the moment she realizes it isn't, she will leave. No second chances, no explanations. She won't say it, but she is always watching. She notices the little things, the way you react under pressure, the way you treat people when no one is watching, the inconsistencies in your words. A Sigma female is constantly evaluating, not to judge, but to understand. She will never directly admit that she is testing your character in silence. She doesn't believe in confrontation over small matters. She simply observes and makes quiet decisions about who you really are. If your actions don't align with your words, she won't call you out immediately. She will let the pattern play out, and once she has all the evidence she needs, she will decide whether you belong in her life or not. Many men mistake this quiet observation for indifference. They assume that because she isn't vocal about their mistakes, she doesn't notice them. That is a dangerous assumption. A Sigma female remembers everything, and once she has made up her mind about you, there is no changing it. She is a mystery even to those closest to her. While others express their desires openly, a Sigma female keeps hers guarded, revealing only what she chooses to. This doesn't mean she lacks ambition, dreams, or emotional depth. It means she understands the power of keeping certain things to herself. Many assume that if she isn't talking about her wants, she must not have any. That's a mistake. She knows exactly what she desires in life, love, and personal growth, but she does not feel the need to announce it to the world. She moves in silence, making decisions and executing plans without external validation or permission. This can be frustrating for partners who crave transparency. They may want to know her every thought, her every goal, but she will not offer that information unless she sees a reason to. Even in relationships, she maintains a level of secrecy, not because she is deceptive, but because she values privacy. A Sigma female does not like to be predictable. She enjoys the freedom of knowing that no one has full access to her mind. She doesn't feel the need to explain every choice she makes, nor does she seek approval for her actions. If she has a vision, she will pursue it without broadcasting it. This can make her appear detached, but in reality, she is simply protecting what matters to her. She won't say it out loud, but if you watch closely, you'll realize that she is always one step ahead. She is constantly adapting, shifting, and evolving in ways that are invisible to those around her. And when she finally reveals what she has been working toward, it often comes as a shock, because no one saw it coming. A Sigma female values logic over emotion. While she feels deeply, she does not allow her emotions to cloud her judgment. She will never admit it, but in every relationship, she is silently measuring whether it aligns with her vision for her future. Unlike others who stay in relationships purely out of love, she looks beyond feelings. She asks herself, does this person add to my growth? Do they respect my boundaries? Can I maintain my independence while being with them? If the answer is no, love alone will not be enough to keep her there. She won't make dramatic exits or emotional ultimatums. She will simply leave once she decides the relationship no longer aligns with her purpose. This can be confusing for partners who assumed love was enough to sustain the connection. But for a Sigma female, love is only one piece of the puzzle. She needs intellectual stimulation, freedom, and a partner who understands that she cannot be tamed. This is a truth she will never vocalize because she doesn't believe in justifying her decisions. If she leaves, she does so with certainty, knowing that she has already considered every factor. She does not wait for things to completely break down before making her exit. She leaves before resentment builds, before the relationship drains her energy, before she feels trapped. Many men assume that because she is independent, she does not need emotional connection. That is far from the truth. She values connection deeply, but she will not sacrifice her individuality for it. And if she senses that a relationship is beginning to limit her, she will prioritize herself without hesitation. She won't admit it, but her ability to walk away is what makes her the most powerful force in any relationship. She does not beg, she does not chase, and she does not settle. And that is exactly why she remains unforgettable. A Sigma female is often misunderstood because she doesn't fit traditional relationship molds. She doesn't behave the way most expect, and that makes her unpredictable. She may seem detached, but in reality she is deeply engaged in every moment, just not in a way that most people recognize. She won't tell her partner that she is constantly assessing whether or not she can trust them with her vulnerability. She may seem open at times, but there is always a part of her that remains guarded. This is not because she enjoys playing games, but because she knows that not everyone deserves access to her most intimate thoughts. Her unpredictability is both her greatest strength and her greatest challenge in relationships. Some men find it frustrating, while others find it intoxicating. She does not conform to expectations, and that means her partner must learn to appreciate her on her terms. She doesn't believe in forced conversations, fake intimacy, or superficial connections. If she engages, it's because she genuinely wants to. If she withdraws, it's because she needs to. But she will never explain these shifts. She expects her partner to either understand them or accept them without resistance. She will never admit how much she enjoys keeping people on their toes. Not because she enjoys power games, but because she values authenticity over obligation. She does not perform in relationships. She simply exists as she is. And that is something most people are not used to. Sigma female's independence is not just about personal space. It extends to the choices she makes in life, from her career to her hobbies, to the way she spends her time. Many think that because she is independent, she won't make room for a partner in her life, but that is far from the truth. She has the ability to form deep, meaningful connections, but she will never compromise her personal freedom for anyone. The reason she might never explicitly tell her partner this is because she doesn't feel the need to justify her autonomy. A Sigma female knows that true love is not about losing yourself in someone else, but about two individuals coming together while remaining whole and complete on their own. Her partner must accept that she will always have her own path, even in a relationship. She will not cling to you, and she will not rely on you for emotional validation or comfort. Her relationship with you will be strong and fulfilling, but only as long as it respects her independence. This often leaves many men confused, thinking that she doesn't need them. But that's not the case at all. She doesn't need anyone to complete her, but she does want someone who respects her boundaries and understands that her strength and autonomy are part of what makes her who she is. If a man tries to control her, limit her, or question her decisions in order to fit his vision of a relationship, she won't argue. She won't fight for the relationship. She will simply let go. It's not a dramatic move. It's just who she is. She values her peace more than a relationship that doesn't serve her growth. You won't hear her saying this directly because she believes it is self-explanatory. But if you are lucky enough to be with a Sigma female, it's important to understand that her independence is non-negotiable. You will have to learn to stand by her side without trying to take control of her life, because that's where true respect and connection come from. Finally, a Sigma female will never tell you that she values her solitude more than she values any relationship. This is not because she doesn't want a connection, quite the opposite. She simply understands that her alone time is sacred. She is often misunderstood as someone who is emotionally unavailable, but the truth is, she is emotionally available in her own way. She craves genuine connections, but she also knows that solitude is essential for her well-being. It is during these moments of solitude that she recharges, reflects, and regains her strength. She doesn't need to explain this to anyone, and she doesn't expect anyone to understand it completely. It's not a flaw, and it's certainly not a sign of disinterest. It's simply a part of who she is. She is happiest when she is left alone to think, create, and grow. And if a partner cannot accept this, the relationship will not last. A Sigma female's solitude is her sanctuary. She does not seek approval or validation from anyone during these times, and she certainly won't ask for permission to have it. She expects her partner to respect this need for alone time without questioning it or feeling insecure about it. If you want to be with her, you must understand that her silence is not rejection. It is simply a moment of personal healing and self-reflection. In relationships, this can be difficult to navigate, especially for those who are more dependent on constant companionship. But for the Sigma female, this is a non-negotiable aspect of her life. She cannot function in a relationship where her need for solitude is not respected. She will never apologize for it, and she will never ask for permission to take time for herself. Being in a relationship with a Sigma female is an experience like no other. She is complex, independent, and fiercely protective of her boundaries. She won't always explain her actions, but everything she does comes from a place of self-awareness and self-respect. If you are fortunate enough to be with her, you must understand that her strength lies in her ability to remain true to herself, to walk her own path, and to protect her peace. If you want to be a part of her world, you must respect her autonomy, value her silence, and appreciate the quiet power that she embodies. A Sigma female does not need anyone to complete her, nor does she need anyone to define her. She simply needs a partner who understands that love is not about control or dependency, but about mutual respect and the freedom to grow together while remaining whole on your own. So, Sigma ladies, remember, you are a force of nature, and your independence is your superpower. If you resonated with these truths, don't forget to subscribe to The Sigma Lady. This is where we explore the mysteries of the Sigma mind and reveal the secrets that others fail to see. Until next time, keep walking your path with confidence and strength, and as always, stay untamed.